There's two kind of very commonly used spatial analysis. One is to find what is inside a particular area of your interest. For example, you may be interested in what's going on in your hometown, your home country, or the places you work. So that's very common, and depending on what kind of answer you get, you're going to do different things. Another question is asking what is happening nearby. Okay, any pollution, any criminal activities going on nearby. So these two kind of analysis are very common. In this lecture, we're going to talk about the first kind of analysis is to find what's inside a particular area. There's many reasons we want to find out what is inside an area or region. In one case, we may want to monitor what things going on, like a crime, like a fire, and those are we call it events. So anything that event is interest to you, you may be concerned if something happened in the area of your interest. And second case is we want to find out what are the resources available for doing activities. So things like schools and roads and shops, all this kind of infrastructure and services, all this all becomes useful information. Only this resource within certain area that can be made available to you. Okay? And the third case is that we want to compare different areas, different regions in terms of what they have. For example, we could compare state of Pennsylvania and the state of New York in terms of how much forest they have, how much of the land that they can grow, agriculture, and how much of the bare soil, okay, and how much of the water surface. Okay. So comparing regions, compare places also requires that we know the things inside an area. Analyzing what is inside take a number of methods. In order to choose the right methods, we have to understand what kind of data we're dealing with and what kind of results we're expecting to generate. In this lecture, we're going to cover a number of steps. First, we're going to analyze the problem, and from there, we can decide what are the methods we choose. And we're going to talk about three general ways of finding what is inside some area. In particular, we're going to learn two special methods that are supported by the Geographic Information System. One is called select by location, and the other method is called spatial drawing. Both methods can be used to deal with finding what's inside, but they have very different use scenarios.